Hello everyone, welcome to the International Mother Language Day. What is the International Mother Language Day? What is mother language? What is language? First of all, let me try to give you a brief introduction of them. This day, International Mother Language Day, comes from a very sad thing which happened in Bangladesh in 1952, February 21, on this very day. In those days, there was a serious problem happening in that country, Bangladesh. After the Second World War and after Britain, the United Kingdom left the India in that area, there were two nations born. One, India, and the other, Pakistan. And Pakistan was composed of two parts, western part and eastern part. They spoke distinct languages. Urdu for western part and Bengalese for eastern part people. And the government was in the western part, and the people in the government decided to force all people in Pakistan to speak one language, Urdu. The two languages, although they come from the same origin, but in communication, they can't communicate with each other. And people in Bangladesh, eastern part of Pakistan, wanted to continue to talk in their own language. And on February 21, 4 students in Dhaka University gave a protest. They went against the curfew, the rule set by the government. They were not allowed to go out for some demonstration, but they went against it, and the result was 4 students were killed. Since then, people in Bangladesh have observed the very day in February 21 as the very important day for them, for the importance of and independence of language and culture. And in 1999, the UNESCO decided to set the day, February 21, for the day called International Mother Language Day, the purpose of which is to respect any language and culture which exists all over the world. Now, you might think that any language uh, lasts forever. A language will not die, but sometimes, or very often, that's what happened in history. Let me give you a few examples. Welsh, language in Wales, is now in danger of dying. How about in Japan? The language spoken by people in Hokkaido, so-called Ainu, their language is, if I recognize properly, it's virtually dead. I am from Amami-Oshima, the deepest south of Japan. The dialect of my islands is among those dialects who are dying. Now, let me introduce one language which was reborn after more than 2,000 years of being dead. It's the language called Hebrew, the language spoken by Jewish people. This language ceased to be spoken in daily life in the 6th century BC, and it came back once again for daily use at the very beginning of the 20th century. The rebirth or the resurrection happened thanks to a desperate and enthusiastic effort by a Jewish person, young Jewish person in Europe, whose name is Eliezer ben Yehuda. In the late 19th century, in Europe, many Jewish people were very desperate because there was a harsh anti-Semitism spreading in many parts of Europe. And some Jewish people decided to establish their own country. At the same time, some people thought that they need to speak one language, Hebrew. As I mentioned, the language stopped being used in daily life more than 2,000 years ago. The language was used only for prayer, only for reading the Bible, the Old Testament. Some people thought that they need to restart speaking the Hebrew language because their culture is deeply related to their language, native language, mother language, Hebrew. Eliezer ben Yehuda went over to Palestine, the present Israel, to re-establish their language. And finally, his son, first son, was the first native speaker of the reborn Hebrew. Let me turn to International Mother Language Day. The mother language is translated in Japanese literally as Bokokugo. Formerly, it was translated as Bokokugo, a mother country language. But now, it is translated as Bogo, mother language. What's the difference between Bokokugo and Bogo in Japanese? It is not proper to use the word Bokokugo because some peoples unfortunately don't have their own country. Let me give you two examples. Kurdish, in Japanese, Kurudojin, Kurdish people. They live in Turkey, Iran, and its surrounding areas. They have long wanted to be independent, but it has not come true. And Basque. Basque is the language spoken in the very north area of Spain. Formerly, there was a strong movement toward independence, but it has not come true yet. Finally, let me refer to the importance of dialects. Dialects within one language. In Japan, we have several dialects, several main dialects, and each dialect gives life to the people's life, to culture, literature, etc. We need to respect and admire the importance of dialect, as well as the importance of each distinct language in the world. Let me finish my message with some word in Hebrew. In Hebrew, when they greet each other, when they meet in the morning, in the afternoon, any time of the day, they call to each other Shalom. Shalom means peace. Why do we talk? Why do we talk to each other? We talk, I believe, to communicate with others. Any people in the world. And when we talk, we will eventually, when we continue to talk, when we never give up talking to each other, we will eventually realize peace. I mean it. International Mother Language Day is there in order for us to rethink, consider the importance of diversity, the importance of differences between peoples, between languages, between cultures, and admire any culture, any language, any people in the world. I hope you will enjoy the International Mother Language Day, which started in this university last year, thanks to desperate and enthusiastic students, foreign and Japanese. Thank you.